Yes, it's local, actually, local something. So it
How
is,
is it?
it's sweet, but it's not that. No, but like fruits they have fructose, man. You
I feel, I feel over the place. Sorry, it's
No,
cause
it's
it's
okay.
cold and it's early. And I
Mm.
didn't even greet you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit sore. Yesterday or every Friday I train. It's I dedicate the day to training legs. Yesterday, so I
Mm.
was training legs. But surprisingly, the only thing that sore is my bum, my butt.
Were you doing legs? Please give me the
Yeah, I was
exercise.
doing
I need
legs.
my butt to be sore. That's what I need. That's the type of
Yeah.
exercise that I'm aiming for.
Yeah, maybe I was not targeting the right muscles because my legs
Please
are
tell me
okay.
how. Please tell me word for word what you were doing. I need to do exactly that.
Ah, I'm training the wrong muscles.
Mm.
So we'll just get into it. Again, it's another week. Gift is still on holiday, so it's just going to be me, and we have a guest today. And she's going to just join in on the discussions that I have. And if you have anything, please feel free to share. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So welcome to the Tuesday online consultation. The first day of the month, a new week, a new journal, a new book, new calendars, new chapters. They do not owe you anything. These are not magical tools. You can start, if you can't start when it's imperfect, you'll never start when it's ideal either. So just remember to take care of your body because it is the only place that you have to live. Make sure to join us every Tuesday. You can find us on YouTube every Tuesday to get the benefit of an ongoing consultation. Let me adjust my camera. Get the benefit of an ongoing consultation for good health. And then also you can find us on Spotify. That's TOCPODCAST. Whether you are on a long commute, you're waiting for your partner to finish getting ready, you're waiting for a car, a train, a bus, or anything in particular, join in on the latest discourse, food for thought, diet questions, and then also play some games with us at the end. For today's discourse, do you have anything to share before we get into everything? Is there anything that caught your mind this week?
Yeah, while I was doom scrolling, I come across a video. This other guy posted a reel, and the caption. I have no idea what else he said. Actually, I didn't pay attention. I was just stuck on the words. The caption was "Strike the monster while it's still a monster. Once you learn its story, it becomes human, or it starts to look human." And
Mm,
I understood where he's coming from. I mean, I get. Uh, like with a lot of the cases that we've seen uh okay with like yeah, I wish there was a way to start this again first. I cannot believe I feel like I'm presenting I feel like I'm presenting in class, bruh. You see, okay, yeah, but like
okay, is it because I had a serious face? Or should I
it
have
could be that. It could be that.
okay,
Why are you making it so serious, man?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
The serious face was because I was still trying to understand what you were saying. So strike the monster while it's still a monster. But I'm not scary. Why would you tackle something while it's scary and not wait for it to become human? Whereas it's less scary.
Because then it become more because morally then you cannot attack it because now it's human. You see yourself in it. So while it's still a monster,
Oh.
yes. So once you actually hear the
Okay.
reasons, the backstory and everything, then now you
Okay.
start to have empathy and it's
Okay.
very
Okay.
hard
You see now.
to
You see
actually
now.
attack.
You see
You
now.
see
You're cooking.
exactly because you're smiling, bruh. Because you're smiling. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
yes, but then at the same time it kind of took me back to how the narrative can sometimes be twisted. Sometimes the vice versa can be true as well. Sometimes they can dehumanize something that is very human just so that it's easy to attack, and we see that with like racism and things like that, where
Mm,
they will actually make a group of people seem like they're violent or just so that they can justify the hate. So as much as
mm,
it's strike the monster while it's still a monster. It can actually be twisted to actually strike the human, like turn the human into a monster so that it's easy to strike it. Yeah, but so that it's justified.
Yeah.
So that morally it falls okay. So I feel like that was quite intriguing for me. I was seeing it for the first time and it was, yeah, got me thinking.
Okay. Hmm.
Mm.
Um. Well, that's nice. Actually, that is a nice thing. Sometimes when I see stuff like that, I try to implement or think about my own life.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, I'm struggling to find something that I could relate to in my own life at the moment. But I'm pretty sure it's
Mm-hmm.
there. Sometimes,
I, I
sometimes we
I
don't even know
would
ourselves. Hmm?
I would actually think of something based on the conversation we had the other day, right?
Okay. Okay.
About yields. You find that because I'm trying to think about like different perspectives here.
Mm.
You see how when there's something that you want to do, like you want to be disciplined and you want to
Yeah.
change something in your life, and then you start giving reasons, it makes it easy for you to actually be fine with
Yeah.
where you're at. But
Yeah.
if you allow the guilt to kind of like, you should allow yourself to feel bad about the point where you are at, you know, because once you start giving reasons and justifying it, it becomes a bit more comfortable. Because the reason why you want to change it is because it's uncomfortable. It's almost like that monster that you want to strike. You do not want it there, right? So
Yeah.
it's best to
Mm.
actually just like move. Like if you feel guilty about your eating habits, if you feel guilty about not moving enough, then you actually start as soon as today to do something different so that you change that because you're not happy with the feeling of, with being where you are. But the
Being where you
moment you
are. Yeah.
actually, yeah, if you start justifying it, the reason why I'm not doing this is because of this, eventually you'll convince yourself with your own lies, and it's going to be very hard to change because now you've humanized it in a sense. You've justified it. So I think you can look at it at that. I feel like that's a way to actually implement it in a real life
Mm.
situation. Mm.
Yeah, I see. Actually, I did go for a walk. Remember when we had the conversation? I had 100 steps.
Yeah.
I had 100 steps.
Yeah.
Eventually, I did go for a walk, and I feel like the thing that helped was maybe the conversation helped. Sometimes
Yeah. Yeah.
when you don't think about certain things, it's just easy to put them off. I think the thing that helped was I kept thinking about it. Kept thinking, "Ah,
Mm.
go for a walk,
Mm.
go for a walk." I kept having a battle in my head that will I go? Will I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? I don't want to go, but
Mm-hmm.
I should go. I kept having a back and forth up until
Then you decided, you know
late,
what, let
late,
me
late.
just
Yeah,
go.
and then I decided just, let me just go. I
Because you'll
went
keep thinking
around.
about it if you don't.
Yeah, yeah, I kept thinking about it. I left around, let me see. I left in the afternoon, and
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that was a Thursday. Yeah, I actually managed to get 10,000 steps.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. You see, a full heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Um, I left in the afternoon around 7 o'clock. Yeah, from seven
I think
o'clock,
that's
and then I
something I
came back at
envy.
8. What do you mean?
No, the fact that you see how you actually might struggle a bit with starting, but when you finally start, you give it your all, you do it until it's
Yeah,
done. I
yeah.
feel like I can start, but I never finish. Like I can try and go for a walk, but like 4,000 steps, I know I'm back. Come on. So I think my issue is I'm so excited to start. I always have this burst of energy to do these things, to exercise, to just to
Mm,
start. But like completing it, and I feel like
yeah.
that's worse than not starting.
I don't think so. I feel like you started, you did something. It's better than not doing anything. Sometimes, Pella, we can just think and not do anything, and that's a
Isn't
lot
it
of us.
isn't it that the people who don't finish the race do not get any medals, just like the people who didn't start the race, so they're in the same group, really?
But they
It's almost like
know
writing an exam but
but they
not
know,
reaching 30%. You still failed.
but they, but they know
You're
what
like,
the
you're
race
like the
feels
person that didn't
like.
come to write. Sorry.
They, they know what the race feels like,
I
which is
guess.
something. Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And also, I wasn't going out with the idea of getting 10,000 steps a day. The day, sorry. I went out because I just wanted to go out, and I just walked a path and then I came back.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway, in terms of the, let me see what I can start with. Food for thought. I'll start with the food for thought. Food for thought is actually New Year's resolutions. I actually believe in New Year's resolutions. I think they are a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
and most of us
Mm-hmm.
actually do them, but we just don't categorize them as resolutions. All of a sudden, we start thinking, maybe I need to take care of my health. Maybe I need to do this,
Mm,
and
mm,
around when you see everybody start doing everything, and then we just not you know putting it into words that is a New Year's resolution. So I have New Year's
yeah.
resolutions, not for me, well, actually for me,
Mm-hmm.
but for everyone else. Okay. So the
Mm-hmm.
New Year
Mm-hmm.
resolution is I need everybody to work hard in whatever field or whatever aspects that you are doing, work hard. And there are certain things that we need to work hard in. The first one, so there's just a few. The first one is don't attack me, okay? The first one
Okay.
is if you if you don't have a car this year,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a car, then that should be your goal or your motivation to work hard. And on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a car, but let me see, if you have a car but you can't afford it, you
Mm-hmm.
get me? Some of us
Yeah.
do have cars, but we can't afford them. So I think the percentage of a car is supposed to be like 20% or something of your salary. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure.
yeah, so if you're paying more than 20, let's just say 50, more than 50% of your salary goes to your car, you need to work hard because you can't afford a car, or you can't
Yeah.
afford that car, that is. So just you need to work hard this year. So let the goal be at the, not even at the end of the year, at the end of a certain point, maybe 5 years, to own a car or to be able to afford a car. So start working hard now, because if by that means you have 20% that comes into your salary that you cannot see. So that should be the motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, if you do have a car, you can afford it. And when you stop, you hear the sound. Then, come on, my dog. This is my car, by
Okay.
the way. I'm not dishing on anyone. My car does that. Okay.
Okay. Yo.
So,
Yeah. Are they realistic though? Because
I'm not saying that you're supposed to achieve it at the end of this year.
mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a start.
Because you remember when I was saying that I try to set goals because then with goals we know that they should be smart. Like we learned in school, there should
Mm,
be a time
yeah,
limit and they should be detailed and very clear. At least now you know, okay, I
yeah.
should do this by this time. But then when you think of it like that, then this person would actually have to say, okay, by the end of this year or maybe by the end of next year.
No, no, no,
So
no,
I
no.
feel, mm,
Give yourself enough time. And also, I feel like that's another thing that we lie to ourselves about, that we're being realistic. Sometimes being realistic is just
uh,
fear.
ne?
Yeah, like I'm just being realistic. Going to
Mm-hmm.
the gym twice in a week, I'm being realistic. That is true to a certain point. If you're working constantly, maybe like those shift workers who go to work 5 a.m. They don't see the sun. They
Yeah,
come back 9, 10 o'clock.
yeah, yeah.
Those are realistic if they're saying 2 days in a week, because most of your time you're at work, you come back, you rest, you go back to work. And the only
Mm-hmm.
times that you get maybe might be Saturday or your 2 days off, and then you're using
Mm-hmm.
those to exercise. Then that's realistic. Some people are actually working 9 a.m., 5 p.m., come
Mm-hmm.
back. They don't even live far from work. They don't longer commute. 15-minute commute. Come back, and then wait for the next day. You know how many hours that is up until the next day?
Yeah,
Let's just say from
yeah.
6, and then you might sleep at midnight. and then you might wake up at 6 a.m. the next day to go to work
Mm.
at by 8:30, and you're saying 2 days in a week is you being realistic. You're just scared in a way. You're scared of the commitments that you have to keep to do that thing 3 or 4 times in a
Mhm.
week.
And your living room so
In
that
a way.
when you fail, you can say, no, but I wasn't going
Yeah.
there as
Yeah.
much as I should have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm saying to work hard, but not to say by the end of the year you're supposed to have like an automatic car or like a
Mm,
um
mm.
a nice car.
It
There
doesn't
was
even have to
one.
be new. It doesn't even have to be
Yeah,
new.
it
You
doesn't
can
have
get a
to be new.
second-hand car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 This idea came from a TikTok that I saw. I think my New Year's resolution is to reduce screen time. I'm watching a lot of these things. So he said
Mm-hmm.
this year you need to work hard if you have a car. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it all goes back to cars. If you have a car
Mm-hmm.
and when the car one of the car doors open, the car tells you, but it doesn't show
Mm-hmm.
you which door.
So you have to go
So,
around opening and
not
closing every
me.
single door.
Not me.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Or if it has sensors, but you cannot see also, there's
You
no
cannot
screen, there's
see.
no
It's just
infotainment
sensing.
screen.
Yeah.
Something is closed, but we don't know what. Something is closed though.
And you don't know where as well. It's not
Yeah.
showing which
It
direction the
could be on
sensor
the
is. Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be anywhere. There's something. Something is approaching.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Oh.
the the few ones that I have left about working hard is about a phone. Is that
Mhm.
if the phone that you have you're paying it on a monthly installments, I feel like you also need to work hard because you can't afford that phone
Mhm.
clearly if you have to pay for it monthly. But I do understand
Mhm.
sometimes that is to help with I think clear score
Credit
helps,
score.
credit score, yeah. But
Mhm.
sometimes the phones that you are paying monthly are the ones that if that screen breaks today, you won't be able to fix it. And that was
To
me.
fix
That
it.
was my
Yeah.
position. At one point, my screen was halfway.
Mhm.
It was not working, and I spent like 6 months with the phone like that. And then it just showed me at that
Mhm.
point that you know what, I actually can't afford this phone. So let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
not. Yeah. So I feel like that's also another. And the last thing is that if you've set goals the previous year and you didn't achieve them or not all of them, just revisit them and try again. Try as many
Exactly.
times as
I
you
think
can.
that's Yeah, I think that's the reason why I do not set new ones. I can add, if there's something else that is not part of the goals that I haven't yet accomplished, I can add onto it. But then
Yeah.
it's a continuous thing. It's not a 2026
Yeah.
thing because it has to go on. It can go on longer than 2026, like you're saying. Like a car, for an example, it's not something that I mean, if you don't have a job, then it's unrealistic for you to expect to get a
Yeah.
car. You have to
Yeah. So
start by
yeah,
getting a
just
job.
get a job
So
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get a job
Yeah.
first, and then you work hard, and then you can get a
Yeah.
car. You see, so it's a step-by-step thing. And sometimes I also saw this other lady that was saying sometimes you actually have to break it down. You have to say, okay, I want a phone. What do I have to do for me to be able to afford a phone? You can say, okay, since I want a Samsung that costs about 20K, I need to have 20K in the bank. What can I do to get 20K in the bank? And then you trace them back until to the point where you are currently. If you don't have a job, you will say, okay, I need to actually get a job so that I can
Yeah.
earn 20K. Then I pay for the phone. If you don't have a job, you start with the CV. If you don't have a CV, in order for you to get a job, you have to go and do that CV. You'll find that that's the
But
easiest step that you can do, and then you start with
mm,
that because you've traced it back to where you currently are.
that's actually smart. It's actually smart. I kind of forget how smart you are sometimes. But the thing is, um, are you still there? I can't hear you anymore.
Yes, sorry. You were
Okay.
glitching, so I was just waiting for everything to clear up. Sorry.
Oh, the thing is, we don't take time to sit down and do that and do the
Yeah,
boring thing
yeah.
by
Mm,
breaking it
mm.
down.
Because also there's action steps that you have to put. You don't just write goals and think magically. You have to have action steps. What am I going to do to achieve these goals once you've
Mm,
actually listed them down? And also, for them to be realistic steps, you have to trace them to where you currently are, because those are the steps that you can realistically take, you know. So you say, okay, the goal is as big as it is right now, but I can break it down to something that is manageable, something that I can do as soon as today. Come on.
mm.
So that is very important.
It takes a lot of courage, though.
True. True.
Yeah. The second last food for thought, so I'm done with those ones, is I
Mm.
have a movie recommendation. Do you watch movies?
Yes,
Oh, really? Why?
I do watch movies. There's movies that I like. I like thriller movies. So if there's a really great psychological thriller, I'll want to watch it.
Mm,
I like mystery. I like being fascinated. I like not knowing what's going to happen. I like, you know, it gets
okay.
me
Yeah, yeah.
thinking. It gets me thinking. I like those.
Okay. Well, this one is not thriller. Uh,
Okay.
it's The Whale. Have you seen it?
The Will.
Whale.
Whale. No. What is it
Yeah,
about?
like
What
the
genre is
animal.
it?
So, so The Whale is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Um, and I
Okay.
will always recommend this movie. The Whale is a movie about an obese guy, and he is
Mm-hmm.
in his last days of being alive, I guess. And
Okay.
it's more it's more emotional in a way, and it just shows
Uh-huh.
the it talks to people in a different way, because sometimes after watching a show or a movie, I like to go online and see what other people are thinking or what their perspective is, and you get like
Uh,
so many
uh,
different things just from this one movie. And I don't know, it made me think about me as well. But one of the
mhm,
things that stood out in the movie was a speech, not a speech, an essay. So The Whale is about an overweight or obese guy who is a professor. He teaches
mhm,
online, so his students don't see him. So he's kind of
mhm.
a hypocrite in a way. He wants people to
Yeah,
be themselves, not be scared, but he's not even showing himself to the students. But anyway, he's
yeah.
an English professor or something, and he has a daughter, and he has a favorite essay, and his favorite essay is the one that his daughter wrote when she was
Mhm,
like 8 years old. And he kept the essay, and he's never seen anything like it. In the essay, it was the daughter was told at school to write an essay about the book Moby Dick. Have you read the
mhm.
book Moby Dick
Nope.
or heard of Moby Dick? Moby Dick is a book about a whale, sorry, about
Mhm,
a. So the author talks about a pirate who's set to go out to ship to kill this whale because that's his
mhm.
achievement, and the crew members. And so in the essay, it's just to reflect on what the book taught you. Okay. And
Yeah.
then the essay, she was saying that she felt sad when she read about the book because she saw through people. And I feel like that's the thing that caught my eye, that I admire
Mhm,
people who can see through people, people who can
mhm.
see through all like the BS. So
Yeah.
it's she said, I felt sad about Ahab. Ahab is the pirate who
Mhm,
is set to kill this whale. This is sad because the whale doesn't even know he exists. It doesn't even care
mhm.
about him. It doesn't know that this man is out to kill him. His whole purpose is to kill this whale. And she felt even more sad because the pirate thinks his life will be better after he kills this whale, which is not true.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
thing that he's so chasing, he feels like after killing this whale, his life will be so much better. And that is so
Yeah.
not true. So I also think about that with me as well, that there's certain things that I might be chasing, and I'm thinking, if I could just kill this whale, I'll be so happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
so, so happy. And that's the sad part, that even though that might not be true. Deep down, we all know that it won't necessarily bring happiness. It might bring some joy
Mm.
or whatever for some while, but it won't be the happiness that you think you're chasing. And then on top of that, the
Yeah.
essay goes on and she says, I felt even more sad about the author. So the author who wrote the book about,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she said, I felt sad, even more sad about the author when the author was just writing. So certain chapters were just about whale descriptions, so describing whales.
Oh,
and
oh,
she
oh.
said and she said, I felt even sad when reading the chapters about whales because the author was also trying to save us from his own sad life just for a moment before going back to the
Mm.
story. So it's just like she's seeing through all of these people and they can't even see themselves.
Yeah.
That was a really nice movie and I enjoyed it, except for the last 5 seconds. But I enjoyed the movie.
What happens in the last 5 seconds?
You just have to watch it. You have to
Oh,
watch it.
yeah. No,
You
I
have to.
will
But it's
watch
a
it.
really nice movie. Yeah,
It is and
really,
it's
really
really deep. At
nice.
least it's one of those where you actually learn something from it. I watch a lot of things for
Yeah,
entertainment, and I
yeah.
think that's another thing. If I walk out not having learned anything, Nakona, it's just a waste of time, like scrolling
Mm,
through
mm,
certain memes and reels. Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I will give it a chance. I'll watch it. I hope I can watch it at least midway, yeah, because you
Okay.
know, yeah. No,
Okay.
but what you were mentioning from the movie is actually really deep. You've realized that we always have something more that we want. Like
Mm,
I think I heard you say something about or was it you? Was it a guest that you had? And then she mentioned that we forget that we're living like through answered prayers or things that we actually previously hoped for we are living in, but
mm,
they don't excite us. It's like
mm.
we've even forgotten that we actually once prayed to be here because now there's new desires that have taken place. And when those
Yeah,
ones get
yeah.
fulfilled, another one will
You
actually
look at the
replace
other
them.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like life is what happens between like the prayer that you make and its answer. You cannot waste it in between when with anxiety and intentions. You have to enjoy it while you wait for the things that you pray for to actually come to life. And when they come to life, you have to have gratitude and continue enjoying the journey because you know for after that prayer has been answered, you're going to pray for more. I'm using prayer because obviously it's me, but
Yes, I understand. Yes.
yeah, it's what happens in between, man. The journey is very important. I've not read Moby
Yeah.
Dick, but this year I read what is this book? What is this book? The Alchemist. You should actually read it. It's amazing.
Alchemy. Isn't alchemy like witchcraft?
The Alchemist. Well, it's not. It's about turning metal into a precious metal
Yeah,
type of thing.
that sounds witchcrafty to me.
No, 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 no. It's not. It's not. Alchemy is it's about refining metal, like taking
Okay,
something and turning it into something beautiful, something like that.
okay.
So yeah, I read it. It was wonderful. I think it was also talking about the journey, like the gist of it. It's also about like this farmer, that is just like this young boy that is a farmer, a shepherd. Yeah, not farmer, a
Mm-hmm.
shepherd. And then his life is very empty. So one day he has like this dream where there's what is it called? A treasure, right? And then the treasure that he has, it's almost like I guess you can say not witchcraft, please, but like it's like almost like a vision. It keeps coming until he decides, yes, and let me pay attention to this dream because it's telling him that there's a treasure somewhere. So he decides to actually embark on a journey to go and find that treasure. And there's a lot of character development. And at the very end, he finds that the treasure is exactly where he was at the very beginning. It was hidden where he was. But
Mm,
then it was important that he actually goes through this journey because it shaped him to who he is. He actually learned a lot. He became something. So it's almost like if you want to achieve your goals also, like let's say you want to drop weight. I mean, it's very easy to go via the Ozempic route. but still your eating habits wouldn't have changed. You won't learn anything about discipline. You
Yeah.
won't learn anything about, you see, you will drop the weight, I guess, but then you probably will pick it back because there's nothing really of substance that you've changed. So it kind
Yeah.
of talks about the importance of the journey itself and not just focusing on accomplishing whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Because when you look at it, that doesn't matter as much because you will have something more. You will dream again of bigger when you reach the goal at the end of the day. So you have to actually have learned things throughout your journey. So yeah,
Yeah, to go through it. Mm,
yeah. Mm,
okay. All right, thank you for that. The diet question. How
okay.
to quit sugar? How can I quit sugar? I want to quit sugar.
You're asking me the quiet question, or are you
Yeah,
hoping to
I'm
unpack?
asking you. I'm asking you. How can I quit sugar? I want to. Obviously, I'm not saying carbohydrates, but I just want to quit sugar.
Mhm.
How can I quit sugar?
Um, I wouldn't exactly recommend quitting it per se.
Why
I mean, I
not?
feel like,
Why not? I mean, I'm always eating
no, no,
sugar.
no. Eating sugar, but
I need.
okay, substituting it would be my go-to. Obviously, there's healthier alternatives. You can
Have
go
you
for the fruit
have you
route.
ever had canderel or like Splenda?
Hundred.
Yeah, have
No,
you
I've
ever had
had
it?
the two. I've had the 2K, not 2K card. I almost said 2K card. Yes, yes. There's this other diabetic drink, so it's juice, but it's for
A juice.
diabetic people. I actually have it in the
Okay,
fridge,
but it
but
has artificial sweetener.
yes, it's local, actually local something. So it
How
is.
is it?
It's sweet, but it's not that. No, but like fruits they have fructose, man. You cannot say fruits have artificial sweet like
No,
sweeteners.
I
This
never
the
said. I
sweetness
never
that you
said
get from a
that. I never
banana.
said that.
No, I'm
Hey,
just
I never
saying.
said
I'm just
that.
saying. By saying substitute, I am saying just go for the fruits. If you want something, you're
Oh,
craving for something
okay.
sweet, just go for the fruits.
Yeah.
Go have a banana. At least you get some vitamins there. You get some fiber as well. It's not
Okay.
just sugar. Rather than having candy
Okay.
and all you're getting is just the sugar, you see. So,
Okay. Yeah.
hmm,
Okay. No, I get you. The point I was going to ask is I've tried one of the artificial sweetener. I don't know what it is. It leaves a taste. It leaves like something in your mouth, and I was just like,
yeah,
this. So the best way, because I was trying to reduce the amount of sugar I add in my coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, and I would
yeah,
always put 3 teaspoons, and it got to a point
hmm,
where I was, reaching for where I was like, hey. Ugh,
hmm,
it's not enough sugar here. I have to start
yeah,
increasing, start increasing a bit. And I felt that this is getting too much,
hmm,
and I had to reduce it gradually. And I kept struggling. I would reduce it to like 2 teaspoons, and I would be like, "There's
hmm,
nothing in here." Go back to 3, or even 4 sometimes. And the best way that I was able to quit the sugar, just the sugar in the tea, in the coffee, sorry,
hmm,
just the sugar in the
yeah,
coffee. Everything else is fine. Just the sugar in the coffee. What I did is actually I was forced in a way. I had a coffee americano. I didn't know what
hmm,
americano is. Apparently, it's just black
hmm.
coffee. Did you know that?
Okay.
Did you
No,
know that? Yeah,
no, I
Americano.
didn't know.
Apparently, Americano is just black coffee. Nah, I thought I was just being bougie, and I had an Americano, and
Mm,
I was like, "This is," because I was just trying it out. I was this is
mhm,
it settles in a way. It's like after some time, it settles, and you get used to it. After like
mhm,
a few sips, that you acquire the taste, and then you just continue up until you're done. And then I just found
mhm.
that I just drank black coffee, no sugar, no milk, nothing. Nowadays, that's the only thing I drink, black coffee. I
Oh,
don't add anything. And what I notice is just to do it, the first few sips, they're horrible.
mhm.
But as you go, they become so normal that I start to enjoy it. Nowadays, when I make coffee, I don't
Yeah,
even add sugar anymore. I just have black coffee. And it's just,
yeah.
wow.
I think,
It's just,
yeah,
mwah.
you see, Yeah, you see it with diabetic patients. You know that I've had patients where you have to supplement them and you give them, you see the diabetic supplements, and then they will come
Yeah,
back and tell you that they're too sweet for them. They cannot stomach them
yeah,
because they've
yeah,
actually now had this lifestyle where sugar is not a thing anymore. They don't eat
yeah,
sugar, they don't add sugar. So now
yeah.
when there's even a tiny bit, it's almost like it's overwhelming to their
Mm,
palate. They cannot stomach it. So I guess you get used
yeah,
to certain things eventually.
yeah. You do. I mean, not to
You do.
brag, but I'm better than everyone.
Oh, yeah. I've also introduced a new habit. I started making sure that when I buy snacks, I buy the smallest packages. I never buy anything more than that now because I know I will overeat. I will go more than I should. So I make
Mm,
sure that what I have limits me naturally. Right?
mm,
So
yeah,
it's the little things. They actually build up into something that we can actually look back at and say, "Oh, this is where my journey started." Actually,
yeah, yeah. And to think, I used to go to 4 teaspoons, four,
yeah.
four.
And what happened
That's
with the artificial
insane.
sweeteners? Were you having
I
those?
stopped. I know I stopped.
Oh,
I stopped a long time ago, and I don't want them.
yeah. And also those, I feel like when you read more about the research, there's a lot of conflicting studies about them. So
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
find it really
I feel
hard to
like the most. I
recommend
feel like the
them.
most. The most conflicting one would be about cancer. Ah, come on, let's
Yes.
be honest, guys. Let's be honest. These things have been regulated for human consumption. Yes, they might
Mm-hmm.
say they're carcinogenic. Red meat is carcinogenic. So what is your argument?
But you know what
Because
my
someone,
thing is?
because someone will devilify. Is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fella, we must
Yeah.
increase vocabulary. Is that a word? we will vilify certain things like, oh man, fruits are so high in sugar, but you end up eating
Ooh.
chocolates. What's your point then? You get what I'm saying? I forgot what we were talking about the last time around, so I guess the conversation will cut off there. So the last the last section is just a quiz. So the quiz is more like food, just food. Okay.
Okay.
I want to test your knowledge on bread.
Red. Okay.
Cinqua. Is it cinqua?
Yes, sing.
Cinqua.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see your knowledge. So I have different types of breads, and I want you to name them. So,
Okay.
what bread is this? Starting off lightly.
It looks like whole wheat brown bread.
Yeah, correct. It's brown bread. Don't complicate things.
Okay.
Uh,
What do you call this? Croissant. Croissant.
yeah, croissant. Yeah,
It looks like a bun.
yeah, correct. Bun. Don't overcomplicate things, okay?
Okay.
I'm not tricking you.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like rye bread.
Actually, yeah, it does look like rye bread, but sourdough.
Sourdough. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the bagel.
What?
Bagel. 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 Bagel.
Okay, yeah, bagel.
And this is. Oh, what do we call this? Yo, what is it called? I cannot believe I've forgotten it, but we actually had a name. They used to say it's from Mozambique. What is it called?
From Mozambique.
Yes, it's common there, I think, but I've forgotten it. Can I pass, or can you tell me what
Okay.
it is?
Baguette.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. You're not getting
We're not
that.
in France. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that.
Okay.
No, no. Next
All
time
of
you
this
go
is
to
just
Toby
bread to
Sun Bake,
you.
Mr. Scofrao. Okay. No, I don't know what that is. Mm.
Brioche.
And then you know
Brioche.
almost. I was not going to guess that.
That's a that's bread to you. I
Yeah,
think this
to
is the
me it's
last one.
bread.
Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, I had a whole different types, like flat bread or different types of bread. But can you tell me the main ingredient in this one?
And which one? It's
This one. What's the
the
main
same the
ingredient?
same thing they use to make a pie. What do you call that?
What do you
Pastry.
mean?
What? Well, what do you call that?
A
That
pastry. It is a pastry, yeah. But
okay.
what is the main ingredient in croissants?
Is it not the pastry?
What do you mean by pastry? Can
The,
you
the, the,
can you
what do
tell me
you
the
call
ingredient? What ingredient is the
makes the
main when
pastry?
you want to
Okay.
make a croissant?
Yo. Um.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if you want to make brown bread, the main ingredient will be flour.
Huh.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make croissants. What is the main ingredient?
It's gonna be the same thing. It's going to be flour.
It's actually butter.
Butter.
Yeah, butter. You should look at videos of how they make croissants. A brick of butter, they'll flatten it, and then flatten the bread together, and then roll it. The main ingredient is butter.
Oh,
This is why the
this thing is
breads
high
like this
calorie
are
then.
very, very high in calories. Yeah, because of the butter. And obviously, just be mindful. Up to three. And you're not even satisfied afterwards. Have you ever had a croissant? Hey,
No.
you're shaking
Must be
after
nice
three.
though. Must be nice.
Hey, you're shaking. All right. The last question is, which one has a higher carb content between buns
Mm-hmm.
and a bagel? A bun or a bagel?
One bun, one bagel.
Yeah, one bun, one bagel. One normal bagel, one normal bagel, one normal bun.
I would have to say bun. I'm guessing actually.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I do not know.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it's the bagel. It has a higher carb content compared to the bun. I don't know why, but it's just high, like really, really high. A normal bagel is about 45 grams of carbohydrates. It's like
Maybe it's
four
the
slices of bread.
density of it. Like the bun is more soft and.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a bagel? It's so small and it
I
even has
know.
a
I'm
hole
just
in the
trying to
side,
justify it. I'm
in the
just thinking
middle.
of all the
I
reasons.
also don't know. I also don't know. I also don't know. But
Maybe they
apparently, it's
use a
the
different type
bagel.
of.
It's really, really flour. Maybe
No,
I
no, no.
don't know.
Like the seeds on top. The seeds on top. They count too. Those.
But the seeds are supposed to help.
No, but like it's seeds. It's seeds. They're carbs as well. Just like your lentils, they're protein and a carb. So they add to the carb count. I think. I
Well,
don't
the
know.
bagel that I showed you is high. It has seeds. Some bagels don't have seeds. They're just plain.
Then I don't know. I cannot be just throwing it.
I also don't know. I'm not saying I'm not saying that
We're
I know. I also don't
speaking.
know. But then it's just so certain things. Have you learned something about breads today? Do you know your breads today?
I
It's not
do.
just
I do.
Sasko out
I've
here.
learned. I didn't know that croissants are basically butter with a bit of flour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining. And thank you guys for joining. And that will be all for today.
bye.